Hello and welcome to Ben Olsen presenting To Kill a Mockingbird, the three scenes, the video project option number 3, the courtroom with the three witnesses. Atticus is like, darn it, I messed up. Oh well, just go with it. Okay, that's my project again. To Kill a Mockingbird, courtroom, 3 people. You'll see because I'm presenting it. Okay, bye. 乾いた叫びが届け Fly us high again. Okay, so the main characters that are in this scene thing are Scout, the son of Atticus, the main dude that's in charge of everything, and the lawyer. He interrogates people. Judge Taylor, the judge who's in charge of everything in the courtroom. Jem, the older son of Scout. Bob Ewell, the mean poor guy that's the father of Mayella. There's Mayella, the crying girl that cries and it's really sad. Who her case is that Tom Robinson raped her. There's Heck Tate, the sheriff of Maycomb. There's Tom Robinson, the big black guy that is the main part of the story. Everyone thinks, he obviously must have raped Mayella Ewell, but because he's framed for that, mostly because he's black, and yeah. Mr. Gilmer, the big bad guy that's supporting Bob Ewell, and the one framing, well, not really framing, helping to frame Tom Robinson for raping Mayella. So, Mr. Tate, sheriff of Maycomb, where were you on the day of November 21st? Well, now, let's see here. I was downtown doing my usual sheriff's duties when Mr. Ewell, Mr. Bob Ewell comes up to me and he says that somebody has raped his daughter, Mr. Finch, and I didn't believe him at first, but he told me to come down there, and there his daughter Mayella was. She was all beat up, Mr. Finch. Whoa, hold on, Mr. Tate. You're saying she was pretty beat up, correct? Why, yes, Mr. Finch. She was pretty beat up right there. What side of the face were her bruises on? So, they were not the right. No, they were the right. They were the right, Mr. Finch. Now, would that be the side facing me? Or you? Oh, I hadn't thought about that, Mr. Finch. It would definitely be the left side, Mr. Finch. It was the left side of her face, Mr. Tate? Definitely the left, Mr. Finch. Definitely the left. I have no further questions. Mr. Ewell, where were you on the day of November 21st?
Well, Mr. Finch, I tell you, I was bringing home some kindling for my beautiful daughter Mayella. But on my way home, I heard some screaming, so I start running, and I get inside the house, and there's Mayella on the ground, and Mr. Tom Robinson was raping her.
You're saying that you actually saw Tom Robinson rape your daughter?
Yes, Mr. Finch, that's what I said.
I see. Now, what happened after that?
Well, after After Mr. Robinson saw me, he just ran off. And I tried running after him, but I wasn't fast enough, Mr. Finch. I'm sorry, but I wasn't fast enough. And I saw that Mayella she was pretty beat up. She was pretty beat up, Mr. Finch. Did you call a doctor, Mr. Ewell? Well, I didn't call a doctor, but they were just bruises, Mr. Finch. Just bruises. Why didn't you call a doctor? Well, truth is, Mr. Finch, I couldn't afford a doctor that time, Mr. Finch. I see. Mr. Ewell, can you read and write? Why, yes, Atticus, I can read and write. Would you mind writing your name on this piece of paper in front of the artist? I'd have no problem with that, Mr. Finch. Well, Mr. Ewell, it seems to me that you're left-handed. And what's wrong with being left-handed, Atticus? Nothing's wrong with it, except Mayella's being on the right side of her face. So that's a perfect location for your hand. Except my client, Mr. Robinson over here, his left hand is nearly destroyed. He couldn't beat Mayella that vigorously with his right hand. Now, Tom, I want you to tell me everything that happened on November 21st. A legit, true story. Do not stop, please. Well, this is what happened, Mr. Finch. I was walking home from Mr. Link Diaz's house, and every day I passed the Ewell's yard to get home. And Mayella Ewell, a lot of times she'll ask me to come inside and to do some work for her. And I go inside and I just do the work like she says. I have no problem with it. I got paid once. I don't get paid anymore, but I still have no problem with it. In fact, sometimes I feel sorry for her, 'cause she's got all those kids and she's all by herself. And Mr. Ewell is never there. And if he is, well, so I passed their yard, and there's Mayella. She told me to come inside and to bust up a chifforobe, and then I get on this chair, and there she is. She grabs my legs, and I don't know what to do, Mr. Finch. So I just got down and I put the chair back up. And I didn't want to hurt her, Mr. Finch. And I tried to get away, and she grabbed me again, and she kissed me on the cheek, and she said she'd never kissed a grown man before, Mr. Finch. And when she kissed me, she pinned me down, and then I heard some screaming from Mr. Ewell, and I got scared. So I just ran away as fast as I could, Mr. Finch. I promise you, I didn't do anything wrong, Mr. Finch. Now, the jury of Macomb County, I beg for you to believe this man. He has not produced one iota of evidence. There's
There's no way this man could be proven guilty. But there, however, is some evidence that he is proven innocent. And I think that is enough to announce him not guilty. Please believe him.
I made it through the year and I did not even collapse. Gotta say thank God for that. I'm torn between what keeps me whole and what tears me in half. I'll fall apart or stay intact. With tired eyes I stumble back to bed. I need to realize my sorry life's not hanging by a thread, at least not yet. So look at me now, it's finally Christmas and I'm home, head indoors to get out of this weather. And I don't know how, but the closest friends I've ever known are all inside, singing together, singing Merry Christmas, here's to many more. It's hurt to be all by myself this time of year, a cold and lonely Christmas Eve, and living out my days alone, well, that had been my deepest fear. But you promised you won't leave. Look towards the east and see a star. Jesus Christ, it's blessed my life to know just who you are. You are my hope. So look at me now, it's finally Christmas and I'm home, head indoors to get out of this weather. And I don't know how, but the closest friends I've ever known are all inside, singing together, singing Merry Christmas, here's to many